when you feel like you wanna cry. Whoa, girl,
listen to me when I'm speaking, 'cause you know the words I'm speaking, and I know that you've been cheating. Oh, I hope that we'll be
I
meeting.
still love you.
I still love you.
I'll always love you.
I'll always love you.
Anyway, anyway, anyway. Whoa,
Listen to me when I'm speaking, 'cause you know
What
the
I
words
got
I'm
to
thinking,
say.
and I know that you've been cheating. Oh, I hope that
well,
we'll
I
be meeting.
still love you.
I still love you.
I'll always love
I'll
you.
always love you.
Anyway, 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 anyway. All right, that was Kind of a Drag. Big hit for the Buckinghams back in 1967. And I played that song straight off the chord charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So check that video link, download the free ukulele song sheet, and you can play along with Kind of a Drag. And if you're anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey on the first Wednesday of every month, come on out to the Morristown Uke Jam. You'll love it. We'd love to see you there. All right, so that was Kind of a Drag from the Buckinghams. And I want to thank my wife, Roberta, for handling that background vocal part. If you know this song, you know that there's those two vocal parts that intertwine. It really wouldn't have done this song justice for me to try to do this one myself. So, and again, I encourage you, if you enjoy this song, you want to play it, get yourself a second person to sing those backing vocals. It really makes the song pretty cool with the two vocal parts going back and forth and intertwining. So anyway, now that I've played through the song, I want to talk to you about the chords that were included in the song. And we're going to talk about strum patterns. I used two different strum patterns just to reflect the way the recorded version of the song, the kind of feel and the kind of rhythm that the song had. So I'll talk to you about two separate strum patterns that I used. So anyway, let's start with the chords. The first chord, very familiar, G. And then in that introduction, which is a big horn introduction on the recorded version, goes from a G to a G augmented. And what that means is that this note, which is a D on a regular G chord, gets pushed up half to a D sharp. That's what's called augmenting that fifth note. So it goes from a G, and I just held the G shape and added my pinky right here. Now it's a 0, 3, 3, 2. So it goes from a 0, 2, 3, 2 to a 0, 3, 3, 2. The third chord that appears also in that instrumental introduction is a G6th. And G6th is it's pretty easy. If this is a regular G, you just lift up that finger that's on the second string. So now it's 0, 2, 0, 2 instead of 3, 2. See? So here's that sequence. And then the fourth chord is a D. 2, 2, 2, 0. get to the vocal part of the song, the first chord that appears is an A minor, 2, 0, 0. The next new chord in the song that we get to is a G7. So we have all different kinds of G chords in this song, don't we? We had the G augmented, the G6th, and now there's also a G7th, which is 0, 2, 1, 2, which appears at the very end of the verse, leading into the chorus. And then when we get to the chorus, we start with a C. I think you all know that one, right? 0, 0, 0, 3. The next chord is a C augmented. We already talked about the G augmented, where one of the notes goes up half. Well, the same thing happens with a C augmented. You go from here to here, where you add your index finger on the first fret of the 4th string to get that augmented fifth note. The third chord of the chorus is the easiest chord in ukulele land. It's a C6th. 0, 0, 0, 0. No fretting whatsoever. And then the 4th chord of that chorus is a C7th, which is a 0, 0, 0, 1. So here's that sequence. The next chord is an F. 2, 0, 1, 0. Right? This finger here, this finger here. The next chord, which is a bit of a stretch, it's an F minor. 1, 0, 1, 3. That one can be a bit of a stretch. And if you don't like this, if this chord shape isn't to your liking, there is another way to play an F minor. And if you know what an E minor is, which is 0, 4, 3, 2, that's an E minor, which doesn't appear in this song, but I'm just showing you because if you want to play an F minor in a different way from this one I showed you, you can take that E minor shape, slide it up 1 fret, so now but you can't leave this bottom string open. You have to add, let's say, your pinky here on the 5th fret, so it's 5, 5, 4, 3. That's just another way to play F minor. So you have your choice of this one, 1, 0, 1, 3, or 5, 5, 4, 3. And the last chord that appears in this song is a B flat. 3, 2, 1, 1, with the index finger doing double duty on these 2 strings. Okay, so those are the chords. There's quite a few chords in this song, including a couple relatively unusual ones, a couple augmented chords, a couple 6th chords. But again, other than that F minor, which can be a bit of a handful. Most of them are pretty easy to play. Okay, now that we've talked about the chords, let's talk about the strum patterns. I used two of them here. The first one I'm going to talk to you about is the one that I used in the introduction, the instrumental introduction. It's a fairly rapid, sort of reflecting the horns, the big horn arrangement in the introduction of that song. Let me show you what I did here, because I also used that strum pattern in the chorus. Listen, what I got to say. So that same feel appears in the chorus if you listen to the recorded version. So let me show you how I did it. We'll start with that intro. What I found myself doing was it was a down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Let me do it. I'll do it slowly. That's how I found myself doing it. Watch that again. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now again, you may find your own combination of downstrokes and upstrokes to get that, but here's that feel. And then also on the chorus. So it's that same rhythm. It's really like a repeat of 8 fairly quick strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So that's the strum pattern that I use to reflect the feel of in the arrangement in the recorded version for the intro and for the chorus. Now for the verse is a little bit smoother kind of feel to it, and a smoother, less rapid strum pattern. Let me play you kind of a drag when your baby don't love you. Kind of a drag when you know she's been untrue. Right? There's none of those quick. It's much smoother. Okay, so let me show you. I found myself doing down, 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 up, up, down, up. Watch that closely now. How I did it. And again, as I always say, it's not necessary to follow that exact pattern of downstrokes and upstrokes. You might find your own way to get that rhythm, that down, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, both of the verses, that little bit less rapid, smoother strum pattern better matches the feel of what the Buckinghams did on their recorded version. So anyway, that is Kind of a Drag, that big hit from the Buckinghams in 1967. Have a great time playing it.